welcome to class today. For those folks online, we're going to focus on the shoulders and having a targeted release there. A little bit more of a yoga flow today with a little bit of strengthening over too. I think we'll start off with some of that energy shaking up again, just to get our body shaken up again. I know Iris is here, done some of that this morning, but we'll get you warmed up again a little bit, and then we'll get moving and moving through some poses. So we start off with those hops. Just letting the arms kind of lay dead and dangle and flap where they may. You can start to bring the breath into it if you like. Bring that exhale through the nose on every downward motion, almost like a breath of fire. Feel free to add any movements you need. If your body's telling you, if it's moving your neck around a little bit, it feels good. You might stretch down your neck too when you look over to one side of this. With your shoulders kind of bouncing gently up and down. If you're looking over to the left, you'll increase the stretch along this line that runs down here. And the same thing with the other side. Feel this increased stretch over here. So if it's too much, be careful there. Don't look too far. And you adjust where your neck head position is accordingly. And we'll let that rest. You can take hand over heart, hand over belly, take a deep breath in. You feel an elevated heart rate there. Let your breath go. 2 more deep breaths in here with the eyes closed, connecting with your body. So you may feel today, check it in from head to toe. So areas that are sore from something you did, take another breath in here, hold it at the top for a few seconds. And let it go. We'll take those hands, palms facing towards us for both. Drop down arms, letting those arms straight away. Start slow and gentle. You bring that knee bounce into it with movements. Gently moving the feet grounded. You can try to spread those toes wide. Press in with those toes, lift them up. Bring that exhale on that throwaway. Mouth or nose, your choice. Then we throw it down, we'll go into some arm circles. Circle small to start if you like, reach out wide. Take the opportunity to spread those fingers apart, stretch between the fingers as you move. Let us let our gardening work and all that stuff. So taking the opportunity in these classes, stretch those fingers apart, getting an extra stretch going, and bring that bounce in with the knees. The exhale, the downward motion, and that little breath of fire puff. Again, you can move around the neck a little bit, slowly as you see fit. Feels good. Increases the sensation of stretch in those shoulders and the sockets. Slowly slow it down and reduce those circles. Keep that reach up long and wide with your fingers. And we'll switch directions. Ready to look up with your neck and sometimes during moments like this. Listen to your body. It's always talking, telling you what it needs, what it hurts, what it needs to feed or drink. The more you connect with that, the more healthy you get, the longer you can live on this earth. Take care of our vessel. Pause there with the arms up at the top. Reach up high and just start to sort of slowly swim those arms. Maybe flex the glutes here. Turning on those butt cheeks, flexing them strong, lifting up through the vertebrae with the inhales. Feeling taller. And sending the hips a bit forward. Slight back bend. Start to open up here now. So going fully to one side as far as feels good. Maybe a little bit more each time you go as you cycle back and forth a few times. You can take the gaze with you if that feels comfortable. If that's challenging your vestibular too much, just keep that gaze forward. You can pick a focal point and just hold it there. What I mean by that, vestibular challenge is if you feel any dizziness. You can back it off and stay with that focal point. If it feels comfortable to look to the one side, you go for it. You can go all the way back to that back end of your gaze too. Then come back forward and over to the other side. the side now. We'll do some shoulder shrugs, so going backwards here first, squeezing it up. And I want you to think about with this neck and pain relief in the shoulders, always think about lengthening your vertebrae. And I'm talking about your cervical here, especially to keep that image of lengthening up here through the neck and using the inhale to do that lengthening as we move throughout this whole class today. And then try to carry that conscious awareness into your daily practice, your daily movement, your daily life. And take the time to really find ways to get that weight of the head lifting off the vertebrae at the top. Okay, we'll switch directions. The shoulder rolls. And we're going to go into heart bridge next here. So when you're ready, we'll be taking an inhale and opening those arms up. And the exhale, we're going to close. Inhale to open, exhale to close. You alternate which arm's on top every time you come forward. We start to get into a rhythm here, bending at the knees. And listen to this song here to tell me how to breathe. You follow the breath with this one though here. Inhale as you come back. Exhale, move forward. And then go forward when you come back. So after you open up the chest this way, also lift up. And the exhale. If you want, you could be moving your neck up and down if that feels good. Or keep it stationary, looking at that focal point. Or any other movement with the neck that feels good, because when you look to the one side again, if I look to the right, for example, I'm feeling a more intense stretch on this side when my arms come back. When I look to the other side, target my right shoulder more. For me today, it was more sensitive. My right shoulder feels more sore than my left. So flow with this for a moment. Find a nice pace, nice rhythm. Let those hands slap your body. That tapping effect is going on when you tap your arms there, let them just slap. Your arms are basically playing dead hands. I'm not flexing anything there. They just land where they do. And you can check with the elbows too. Are they down low here? That's cool. It feels good down low. You start to bring them up more to the highest that feels good for you. Energetic exhale really helps to push the blood flow around the body, energy in our body, blood circulation into our limbs. So those fingertips really need more circulation to occur into those toes. Okay, the next time we come together, we'll just hold it there. So we have your whichever arm over top, just taking over which one you have. Hug ourselves nice and tight here. Start to do a little bit of a wiggle. Keep it up tall here. Take a breath in to lengthen up through the vertebrae. Deep breath in. And start to fold down into this chair if you like, kind of setting the seat behind you, or setting that butt back behind us, weights more in the back of the feet. Come down as far as you feel comfortable with. You keep the wiggle going if you like. Once we get down, we're going to take a deep breath in here. Lengthening, expanding through the back. And hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then shush it out. One more like that, deep in. You can take the neck to one side or the other. And shush it out. We'll do one more, just taking the gaze to the other side. Deep breath in. And shush it out. And slowly come back upright. And slowly now bring the elbows up higher. If you don't go too high, you might feel an intense targeting stretch in the back of your shoulder blades there, or somewhere else maybe. So upright height feels good. Hold here for a moment, take a breath in and lift. One more breath like that. Hold it this time at the top. Hold, lifting up more through that circle, that crown, lifting off the head. And now slowly let the hands come up and keep your elbows moving together where they are. As the hands come up, let them come up as high as feels comfortable. It might not come together. It might be here. It might come in closer. They might touch somewhere. You might be able to clasp your palms. These are eagle arms we're coming into here. And you can keep the elbows down low to start if you like. Take a breath in again and check with that body, lifting up through the vertebrae. Posturing yourself. And if it feels comfortable, lift those elbows up as high as you like. breath for a few seconds. And let it go. One more deep breath in here. And this final breath in, we'll offer that little wiggle left and right if that feels comfortable. Breathing in. Holding the breath again for a few seconds. And then letting go. With the exhale, slowly let the hands go back to the shoulders. Take note again which arms on top, which elbows up on top there. We're going to open it up slowly. It might feel a bit awkward as you open up. Take a pause here, breathe in, hold the breath. Maybe pulse your hands back behind you a little bit here. Down and up. Work them all the way down, actually down to your waist here. Flap them back. And bring them back up. Big breath in here. And my left over top of my right last time, so I'm doing my right over top of my left as I come closed. If you're not sure, you might feel it when you get there. Be like, oh, I got backwards. Just switch it up. When you get there, give yourself that big hug. Try to reach those hands back as far as feels comfortable. Give yourself that hug. You can find that little wiggle, that big breath in, lifting up through the vertebrae. Nice little breath hold for a few seconds with the whole body expanded. Deep in again. On the exhale, we'll lower into that chair. Lowering down as much as you like, pressing into the feet. Weight coming off of those toes, more into the heels, but sticking up behind us. You can bring that wiggle here too, taking the breath in to lengthen up through the vertebrae, up through the crown. And then letting go after a little breath hold of a few seconds. Last one here. Okay, we'll slightly press ourselves back up. Start to again slowly bring those elbows up, using the breath in at the same time, lengthening up through that vertebrae. Holding the breath for a few seconds. And then letting go. Maybe a little higher, maybe little pulses. And then keeping those elbows glued together, we'll slowly let the hands come off. And we come in for eagle arms with the opposite setup here for the arms. Again, you can start down low with those elbows, take a breath in, lengthen up through that spine. And then maybe those elbows start to come up higher. Listen to your body for how high that should be. Take a breath in here and lengthen up again. Hold the breath for a few seconds. And let it go. With the exhale, maybe the hands come away from the face a little bit here. We take a couple more breaths. Deep in. You try looking left and right here too if you like. Move the neck around as much as you like. With that last breath, we'll take a deep breath in. Optional wiggle those arms. Hold your breath for a couple seconds and then exhaling it out. And slowly letting the hands come back to the shoulders. Bring them back down. And just shaking them out here for a minute. We're going to widen our leg stance. If you want to measure it out, you could do the heel toe thing, about 3 or 4 of these guys. You want to find a nice width where when you bend down, your knees are, for the most part, over top of your ankles. If you've done some mobility work and it feels good to go beyond that, that's all good. Do you. What we want to focus on here, we're going to start with our legs straight, coming up out of it. We're just going to push down into those feet. You can try to spread those toes wide if you can. Press down to the toes. Then try to squeeze the feet together without them moving on the mat. Okay, it's going to turn on all those inside muscles here of your legs. And we're generally just flexing all of our leg muscles, our glutes back here and everything. And we'll take a deep breath in, start to sweep the arms up. And as we cactus these arms coming down, we bend into those knees and lower down, keeping the upper body totally straight vertical, perpendicular off the floor. Inhale, we can stay down if that feels comfortable and reach the arms up. And exhale, cactus those arms down again. Keep those fingers wide, elbows back, hands back, as far as feels comfortable. That's going to increase that stretch on the front of your shoulders here. Deep breath in, reach it up again. Again, as you reach up, think about where your hands are in space. Try to keep them behind the body as much as feels comfortable. And maintain your balance by keeping that squeeze of the legs. That foundation is strong. Exhale, bring it back down. This time we'll stay here in cactus. You can come out of these leg stands by pressing up for a moment. Anytime you feel a bit too much fatigue or tiredness in those legs, take a break. Come on out of it, wiggle those hips. And then you're ready to lower back down and lower back down. While we're in here with the cactus arms, we're going to inhale, lift up the chest. On the exhale, we're going to rotate those arms, keeping that 90-degree angle. The palms are going to come down parallel to the floor. Then we'll inhale to bring them back up as far back as feels comfortable. Maybe they even point backwards a little. Really big heart opener, chest open, and exhale forward. Inhale coming back. This time we'll straighten the legs to give our legs a little break. Wiggle each leg a little, bending one leg then the other. Breath in and out as we bring those arms back down, parallel to the ground, keeping the elbows back. Staying down if you like, or coming up, your choice. Inhale, bring those hands back. Exhale forward. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale back. Exhale down. Last one, inhale back. This time on the exhale, we're going to straighten the arms out. Reaching out wide. Straighten the legs to come on up. Bring the hands back down behind us, palms facing forward. Just kind of pulse these arms a little bit behind you. Up, downs, back behind, maybe small little tiny circles. And I want you to drop the neck slowly over to one side. So I'm going to drop over to the right with my neck. What I want you to focus on is lengthening that cervical as you do it. So think about taking this ear, the left ear, and having it hold up to the ceiling. That's going to lengthen that stretch line all the way up this whole side here. And as you pulse, you're going to feel it. Woo, it's moving some stuff there. It should feel really nice. Should be targeting a pretty strong stretch there if it's tense and sore for you. And breathe here. Use that breath in to lift up through that vertebrae. Side it. 2 more there. Last breath. Alright, let the hands rest for a moment. I'm just going to draw a few circles with the neck here, with the nose. Big or small, you decide. Use the inhale as the nose comes up and back. Exhale as the chin comes down to chest. One more in that direction. Extend it down at the bottom with chin to chest. Take a pause there. Just bring that chin more towards the chest. Maybe a little up, down, slight pulse. Just a little bit. That yes, no, nodding. And then we'll switch directions. Take the inhale to go in the opposite way. Come up and back, and exhale as your chin comes down towards that chest. Really sigh it out. Enjoy this sensation you're feeling. Use the inhale to lengthen that vertebrae. Don't let that neck crunch down. Don't let the vertebrae crunch down. We want to increase the distance between our discs here. Actively breathe into it and lift it up. One more rotation there. And then we'll bring those hands back over beside the body with the palms facing forward again. You'll find that little circular motion, that little pulsing, whichever feels good. Maybe you're switching directions or whatever. And we'll tilt that head to the other side. So before we do, we take that deep breath in and lengthen up through the vertebrae. Lifting up through the crown and then tilting over to the left. Lifting that right ear up to the ceiling on the side. Feeling that stretch increase along that whole right shoulder here, up into the neck, and down into the shoulder in the front. Noticing how you move your hands, adjusts, and changes the sensation you feel in that right shoulder. Breathing here. One more breath here. Alright, and slowly let it rest. Shake, wiggle it out. Bring the feet in a bit closer together. About hip width apart. Wiggle wiggle those legs out a little bit. You can tap this muscle up here. It's a little bit slow for being in that position. Take a deep breath in, reach the hands up. With the exhale, we're going to fold like we're going over a beach ball here, coming into forward fold. Once you arrive there, we'll take our hands, slide them up to the shins, press into those shins. The top of the back becomes parallel to the floor. We lengthen through the spine. Big breath in, gaze slightly forward. Hold the breath and exhale. Next breath in, option to bring those hands out to airplane arms, reaching wide, fingers apart. Breath in and lengthen again. Do another one there. If you want, you can bring the hands behind the back. Maybe clasp the fingers or hands a little bit. Take a deep breath in to lengthen up and send those hands up and forward as much as feels comfortable. Then exhale, slowly let those hands come back down to your booty. Let the hands slide down the backs of your legs as you come into that forward fold. And relax into that forward fold here. You can find a little pulse here. You can find stillness. You could try tucking the hands underneath the feet here if you want to give that a shot. Kind of giving a nice stretch for the wrist in the opposite direction here. So we lift up the top half of the foot and we step onto our hands here, onto our palms. You can push your weight into the feet, into the palms and the hands, massaging them a little bit with your feet. Inhaling and exhaling. And you decide here how much you want to bend the legs or have them straight. The straighter the legs are, the more you're going to stretch into the back of the legs, the hamstrings. And the more you bend the back, the knees, the more you'll tap into that lower back release. Try to keep that upper body still lengthened through the vertebrae, using the inhale to lengthen, and the exhale to maybe fold and relax a bit deeper. 2 more breaths here. Slowly bring the hands back out from under the feet if you had them tucked. And we'll take a deep breath in as we slowly come back up, one vertebrae at a time, rolling our way up from the bottom spine to the top. Shoulders come up last. As you bring those shoulders, shrug them up to the ears when you get there. And send them back, down and away. Just take a moment here, breathe, lift up through the chest. Check in with the neck, maybe a little bit of movement here. We'll take a deep breath in, start to sweep those hands up. Reach like you're reaching out of bed, stretching, rocking, maybe even open that yawn if you want to embrace it, let some stress out. The exhale, let our hands come down, bending at the elbows, touching the shoulders if that feels comfortable. Now we're going to inhale with this movement, bring the hands up. Lengthening through the vertebrae as much as you can, up to the crown as much as you can with that breath. And exhale, let the hands drop. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. You can keep it slow, whatever pace you feel comfortable with. You really want to just follow the breath here. Inhaling big, the lift, exhaling for the drop. And you can add to this while you're doing this, so you keep your hands going. Keep your feet pressing into the mat with a bit of energy, then try to send them away from each other this time. You'll feel a bit of a release in this area of your body, in the glutes and the hips as you do that. You can bring the neck into it if you want, looking up at the hands when you go up with that breath in. You just want to make sure you're not crunching the neck when you come back, you're lengthening up through that circle. You can go whatever pace you want here. You want more energy, more heat, you can go quicker. You want to not compromise that space between your vertebrae and the disc. Inhale lengthens and expands and reaches. Here, about 10 more seconds. Take what you need with any other movements with your neck, body. 5 more. 2, 1. Let your hands come down and rest. Bring that hand to heart, hand to belly, honey and pot. Deep breath in here, lift up to the chest. Hold breath. And let it go. One more deep breath in, just let that eyes closed. in with the body, seeing how it feels now. Hold the breath. And exhale it out. The hands come back down, shake it out a little bit. We're going to bring the hands up. We're going to do two movements here with the arms. So we'll start with hands back on those shoulders again. We're going to bring the palms towards each other behind the neck. You can lean forward a little bit if you need to. And just try to keep that length there so you're not crunching. They don't have to touch, but they can if the flexibility is there. And then they're going to come back, the elbows behind us, circling around, down, right? And then forward. Elbows might come together and kiss. They might just come close together. They don't have to force it. And then coming back up, and that's one cycle. We flow with that, okay? And we follow the inhales as we're lifting our elbows up. So starting here, we begin with the inhale. And once we get here, we start to bring the elbows down, so we're exhaling. Deep breath in. And out. In. And out. In. And out. Last one in this direction, in. Big lift in the spine. Big breath to do it. And out. Pause here at the bottom. We're going to reverse it now. So sending the elbows back behind us first. Inhaling as it comes up. Tops of the palms kiss behind our neck. Then elbows come forward and we start the exhale. Flow like that 3 or 4 more times. Inhaling. And exhaling. Check into those feet, pushing down into the mat. Keeping the feet parallel, telling them not to be in some weird direction. We're taking control of it. And we're pushing those feet away from each other a little bit. Engage in the sensation in our hips here, the top outside of our glutes. 2 more here. Last one. And before we do that other arm movement, we'll let our hands come down. We're going to step our feet a little bit wider again. And then we're going to rotate those feet so that the left foot is pointing parallel with the mat. The right foot is at about a 45-degree or somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll take a deep breath in and lift our hands up. Left hand forward, right hand back behind us. Taking a deep breath in, we really lengthen through the body. On the exhale, we hinge, keeping the legs straight, reaching that left arm forward first, like you're reaching for something here. You can stay here and hold if that feels good, pressing into the feet. Or you can start to tilt, rotating that left arm down, right hand up. And just go as far as feels comfortable. Try to keep that left leg straight and right leg straight. And wherever it lands on the leg for support, it's all good. Just find that. Take that breath in, reach that upper hand up as much as feels comfortable. You can keep the gaze down at the big toe for more stability here. And you also want to push down on those feet and try to squeeze the feet together. That gives you a rock solid foundation if you're feeling wobbly at all here. Big breath in, reaching the right hand up. One more breath. Hold it at the top here. And on the exhale, we're going to bring that right arm forward, sweeping it forward, letting the shoulders square up. See if you can come down. You can bend into that left leg, left knee, and place the hand on the ground, but don't let the palm come down. We're going to tent the fingers and push into those fingers with some strength. And then we're going to free up that left hand, just offer a twist here to the left. So it might just come up a little bit to the left. It might come up a lot. You might be able to rotate the shoulders all the way. You might just gaze straight forward. You might keep that gaze down at that big toe on the mat. And again, pushing those feet, squeezing them together. You might rotate that gaze up to that upper thumb. You have the ceiling. Big breath in wherever you're at. Lengthen the vertebrae, lengthen out through the limbs. 2 more breaths. On the last one, breathe in and hold it. And let it go. With the exhale, bring that left hand back down. And then we'll press ourselves up by pushing into those toes nice and strong. You can let the body kind of curl up one vertebrae at a time, just like we did coming up to standing from forward fold. And bring those hands up high. Keeping that gaze forward. Send those hands back as far as feels comfortable for you. Flexing the glute, the right glute you see behind us. Pushing the ground those feet, squeezing them together. Breathe here. In to reach the hands up higher. Exhale, cactus the arms down. Keep the cactus. Inhale, lift up through the chest and you hold up by straight up through your heart. Your sternum. Move that neck around a bit. Another breath here. Last breath. Breathe in and hold it for a few. You can kind of pulse the hands back a little bit with that breath hold. And exhale. Let the hands go down to the side. We'll square up the feet here. Wiggle out the legs a little in between here. We bend into one leg and then the other. While we're doing that, maybe we flow the arms around a little bit. Find what feels comfortable here. Maybe it's behind the back, maybe it's in front. Mix it up. And then let the arms rest to the side, and we'll rotate that right foot so it's parallel with the mat facing the opposite direction. And bring that left foot to that 45-ish degree. Reaching the right hand up in front of us, left hand behind us. Keeping the legs straight. Inhale to reach and lengthen and widen those fingers apart. Lift up through the vertebrae. And exhale, we send the hips a little bit back behind us as we tilt and reach forward, keeping the front arm parallel to the ground as we come forward. Breath in here. On the exhale, lower that right hand down if it feels comfortable. To any part on the leg that feels good. You can reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Gaze can stay down with that foot on the ground. Or you can bring that gaze up to the ceiling towards that upper arm. Breathe in to reach. Still try to pull those hands apart and lengthen up through the vertebrae, up through the cervical. Breath in. Last breath in and hold. And exhale, we'll bring that left hand down, squaring up the hips. Bringing that hand right down to the mat. You can bend into that front leg as much as you like. And we'll tent those fingers, pressing strong into the left hand with those fingers. Bringing up the right hand with an offering to reach that hand up out to the side to the right, or maybe going into a full twist. Opening up towards that ceiling to the right. Opposite hands there, Iris. The left hand down, tenting the fingers or fist if you need it. And yeah, reaching up. Does that feel better? Inhale to reach the hands up. And the breath in. Take a breath in and hold it for a few. Reach, 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 reach. And exhale, release. Bring that hand back down. Let the hands come to the leg and press into that front foot and slowly roll up with that inhale. One vertebrae at a time. Bring those hands back through center. You can reach them up, let them come down. We'll do that other arm movement here. So with the feet about hip width apart, you can bring them back together, facing forward, nice and parallel. Underneath the hips. We're going to have, take our left hand, we'll bring the back of the palm towards the small of our back here. Okay, so somewhere like that. Again, you can keep the fingers spread wide for this exercise too. Notice how my shoulder naturally wants to go right forward. So try to focus on keeping it back throughout this movement. The other hand's going to come with the palm forward in the back of our head, okay? It doesn't have to touch while we're doing this movement. It can be kind of hovering just off of it, but that's kind of where we're targeting, right? We want to inhale here to lengthen up through the body. On the exhale, we're simply switching the hands. Trying to keep some flexions with your hands as you move, and move slow with awareness, fingers wide, and switch to the opposite side, okay? Try to keep your posture nice here, lifted, back, shoulders down away. We'll flow back and forth like that a few times. more stretching of the shoulders, then we'll come down on the mat for our last 2 minutes of class. We take the left hand, bring it out as far as feels comfortable, and then start to flex the fingers up as far until you feel a bit of stretch or pain or however that interprets in your body. Maybe you feel it, just pause there. And we'll take the right hand and we'll circle sweep it up. Let it rest gently on the head here. And we're going to inhale to lengthen up through the body with all the vertebrae up to the spine. We push into this hand a little bit with the head if it feels comfortable. Just keeping a little bit of contact pressure. And on the exhale, we're going to slightly drop that right ear down towards that right shoulder until you feel that stretch hit right in this area of your shoulder. Okay, once you feel it, just pause and come back off anytime you need. The other way to counteract any pain if it's too intense is to sort of push into those hands up here a little bit more with the head, a little bit of force into it. And just play with that energy. That's all for you internally to figure out. And then check into the shoulder here. If it's rounding forward or back. We can engage more with that by moving the hand in space forward and back. But we can also engage with it with internal and external rotation of that whole arm. Try to keep the movement slow so you feel the sensations. I feel lots of sensation in mine. I'm working through my last kind of myofascial movement here in the upper body, in my neck and shoulders. Breathe through it. I start to feel tingling in my wrists and lower forearms here too. So I may move it around and then come out and circle my wrists a little bit here to ease off, and then come back into it if you want. You can also nod the head gently back, bring the chin up slightly, and bring the chin forward and down slightly. Make sure you're constantly checking in with every single inhale. You're lengthening that vertebrae in a circle. You're not resting and crunching down. Your body wants to get lazy and sedentary as much as it can and try to sneak in there. You bring that conscious awareness to it. You bring that breath. You take control of that. You make this vessel healthy and strong, relaxed and calm. One more deep breath in, wherever you're at, hold it at the top for 2 seconds. Take any last few movements here on this side you want to do. And then exhale, we'll gently bring the hand down to the waist. Gently start to reduce the pressure. Slowly bring that neck up back in space. Give it some love if you need where you need there. Bring the other arm down, shake it out a little bit. Move the neck around a bit wherever you need. And when you're ready, we'll go to the other side. Bring the other arm out. Start to flex those fingers up towards us. Bring the left hand up to that head. A little bit of pressure, hand in the head back in the hand. Deep breath in, lengthen up through that vertebrae. And exhale, we start to tilt that neck, just slowly engaging. Stretch is going to come very intense, very sure, probably for most of us. And again, finding those movements, those adjustments that are talking to you and your body, that you need. And back or forward in space. Internally and externally rotating that arm. Nice and slow and connected, reaching those fingers apart. Energy out through those fingertips. A little bit of pressure, pushing that neck into that hand on the supported head. And moving the neck if you want to bring that into it. Bring the chin comes up a little and down towards the chest. Finding your flow, finding what feels good for you today. Breathing deep, every inhale, lengthening that vertebrae. Checking with that posture. Sending the shoulder back, down and away. Figure out that, we'll take one last big breath in here, big lengthen, any last movements you want. On the exhale, bring that right hand back down to the leg. Slowly bring that neck back up to neutral. Use the hand to support it. Give it some love and move it back. Be very sensitive. And rest that left hand back down. And we'll just slowly look all the way and the other. Just go as far as until you feel some restriction in the neck. So that restriction, pause there, take a breath in. And exhale to the other side. Same thing. All right, then we'll step to the front of our mat here. Deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale, forward fold. Bring those hands all the way down to the mat, fingertips touch. We go into a squat here. We're going to widen the feet. And if you can, just come down as far as you can, starting to squat on the legs. If that's as far as you can come, then come down to your thumbs, however you need to. So if you can come lower down all the way to that squat, go for it. Drop the hips all the way down. Send the elbows into those legs. Heels can be off the mat or down there with those comfortable pressing in the hands. Big breath. Lift up tall here. Look left. Look right. Move your weight left and right on each leg a little bit here. If that feels comfortable for your knees and your ankles. You can come up on that. Ball your foot on each side a couple times. Now we'll bring those hands back and around behind us. Tap the fingers. Let ourselves come down gently onto our bottoms. Keep the feet planted here. We'll keep the hands behind us to start. However you need to get there, be comfortable in your body. Let the knees drop all the way to one side and then the other. Next, we're going to use the core a little bit if you want to sync up a bit, but then bring the arm movement in if you like. So we can inhale, reach the upper arm up that matches with the arm leg that's there. So if you got your left leg down on the top, then reach that left arm up over top somewhere, wherever feels comfortable. Big breath in, reach. Then exhale, bring the arm back down, and using that fogging up the window sound, that ocean sound as you bring these to the other side. And bring the other arm up. You can look behind you with that twist if you want to go fully around. Back and forth just a couple more times. Finish up on either side to balance your body, whatever you need there. Then we'll come kneeling in both here. You can keep your hands on your knees here. Big breath in, lengthen up through the spine. Exhale, we're going to C-curve that spine here a little bit, drawing the belly into the spine. And leaning the shoulders back until you feel the core turn on. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, maybe lean back a bit more. You don't lean back too much so the feet come up. And if you want to challenge yourself some more here, the palms can come off the hands and face upwards, reaching forward, fingers apart, shoulders down and away. Move the neck around a bit, get some release there maybe. One more challenge, you can check, see how it feels to lift one leg and the other. Nice to use the exhale as you lift up. We'll rep that a few times, back and forth. Exhaling as you bring the foot up. Ocean sound. If you want more core engagement here, we're going to both feet up, maybe glue the legs together. You decide how much you bring them up, how much you lean back. If you want to come out of it at any point, lean forward to rest. Going more into it by coming back. Big breath in, keeping that spine lengthened, neck lengthened. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, feel the shake. 2, you're strong. 1, gently set the feet down. Take a pause here, you can fall forward over these legs. A little bit of fire at the end to warm the core. Move the neck around a little bit here, let it go, chin to chest. A little pulse. Give your body some love here in this little cave. Little wiggles. And we'll slowly bring the hands back up to that position. And you can come back nice and easy and gentle if you want to go down. Or you can challenge yourself by going into that boat pose, posture yourself, C-curving it, drawing the belly in, trying to slowly come down onto our backs. Nice and smooth as you can. When you get there, keeping the legs bent a little bit, we're going to lift the hips up, send them over to one side of the mat. We're going to roll onto our belly. Bring our elbows up underneath our shoulders here for a Sphinx pose. Arrive in Sphinx. You can keep the legs down if you want, or you can bring both legs up and be doing a little bit of a kicking motion with the legs. The other cues. Pardon me. I have a locked phone I can't get into and it's setting off an alarm. Shoulders, elbows underneath the shoulders here, palms wide, fingers wide apart, pressing into the mat. Lifting up through the shoulders, keeping them down and away, gaze forward, slightly tucking the chin back. And again, you can have the feet up moving a little bit here. Look left, look right here with the neck. And slowly lower the body down. Bring the palms together for a moment, let the head rest, forehead on the palms, wiggle the hips left and right. We're going to do, before we go into Savasana, we're going to do that movement we did standing with the hands. So I'm going to take my left hand and bring the back of the hand to the small of my back. And then the right hand, the palm's going to be on the back of the head here. If it feels comfortable, you can rest your forehead on the mat here. Then we'll be lifting the hand up off the body just a little bit, and then shuffling back and forth. So we bring the hands out and switch positions. So the right back hand is at the small of the back, and the left palm is on the back of the head. Flowing back and forth at your own pace, nice and slow as you can go. Reaching out through those fingertips, sort of flexing the arms and the shoulders as you move. Breathing. Using the inhale to feel that expansion in the body as always. Length through the vertebrae. Two more. Last one. You bring the hands down beside your waist when you finish with the palms facing down. You bring the chin to the mat now, the forehead up, so your gaze is slightly forward. When you're ready here, we're going to glue the legs up. We're going to keep the feet grounded, pressing into the floor of the mat. We're going to start to lift the chest up a little bit, and the hands reaching down towards the bottom of the mat, lifting up, using the breath in to lift us up. Exhale, hold it, length through the vertebrae, shoulders down and away. You can start to flap the arms a little bit here. In the inhale, we lift up a bit higher. Flexing the glutes and the back muscles to lift us some more, and the hands reaching. You can change up the rotation of the hands, so maybe the palms are beside the body, and maybe the palms face up, maybe the palms face out. We're going to go a little bit higher for 3, a little bit higher for 2, a little bit higher for the last one. Exhale, come down, let your face rest on one side of the mat. Shuffle and lift the hips up to one side of the mat so we can roll over onto our backs. Center yourself on that mat. You can bring the legs out long if you like, or you can bring the bottoms of the feet together for a groin stretch here. Arms can be wherever's comfortable for you. Maybe that's in a cactus position, maybe they're up over top of your head. Maybe they're resting on those knees to help encourage that opening of that stretch in the groin. Maybe you rock your knees left and right a little. Just shut down the eyes here. Check in with the body. See how you're feeling now. And start to deepen the breath. Breathing fully in through the nose, focusing on filling up the belly like a big round ball. Once you have that, then drop the jaw, open the mouth, and fill up the chest, heart, expanding the rib cage. And then hold that breath for 3 to 4 seconds. And exhale however you want here, with the nose nice and slow, or a big sigh with the jaw open, and a sigh. Let's repeat that now as we close off today's practice. You can take any last movements you want. You can bring those knees to chest at any time. Just keep those eyes closed, connecting to the inside of your body, your heart, your mind, and everything in between. Always filling up through the nose, through that belly first. And then filling up the chest, rib, heart cage area. Dropping the jaw, open the mouth. Hold the breath. And let it go. Keep that going now on your own. Keep that going with the breath. And really pay conscious attention to the breath, where it is in your body, how it's moving. We were never taught this as kids, but the breath is our connection to our body. It's an ability we have in every human being to control the physiology in our body. To calm our central nervous system. Invite peace into our body, or a different style of breath that can invite energy into our body and awareness. The truth is, the more we connect with our breath, with our bodies, the less we hold on to stress in our system, which means we get sick less, less inflammation in our body. Our bodies are healthier, stronger, happier. So as a result, we live a longer, happier, healthier life. We communicate more effectively. We make more clear decisions. So yes, it's extremely worthwhile to invest in learning about breathwork and applying it to your body to really understand just what does it do, what can I do with this, without the use of any pharmaceutical medications. What is the body capable of? Find that answer for yourself by putting it to the test. Thank you guys for showing up on the mat today for yourselves, connecting with your body, hopefully releasing some stress, learning something new that maybe helps you out. We'll be posting this on YouTube, so if you're watching this online, if you want to drop a like, share, a comment, let me know how it felt for you, how it resonated with you. If you know anybody else out there who might benefit from this kind of movement, this kind of release, forward it to them, send it along, have them over in community, and join in with them. Thank you again so much. I hope you have a happy, healthy, wonderful day and the rest of your weekend and an awesome week ahead.